Well, in the bulletin, up first are updates coming in from various cities and states in India that are bracing up for the impact of Cyclone Biparjoy, which is expected to make landfall in Kutch on 15th of June. A warning has been issued for heavy rainfall in Saurashtra, Kutch and Gujarat regions on the 15th and 16th. The fishermen have been advised not to venture out into the sea. The India Meteorological Department, the IMD, has issued a red alert for Saurashtra and Kutch coasts. And in fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also reviewed the situation. He met the officials, directed them to take every possible measure to evacuate people who are settled in the vulnerable areas and ensure maintenance of essential services. So we're getting you these visuals and several reports as well. We are being told that NDRF teams and SDRF teams have been deployed in 6 districts for evacuating people from low-lying areas and also setting up cyclone shelter homes. 3 teams of NDRF have been deployed in Andheri and 1 team each at Ghatkopar and Kanjur Marg in Mumbai. The NDRF said that it has also deployed 2 additional teams in Mumbai as precautionary measure. 4 more teams have been moved to Gujarat as the cyclone Biparjoy is expected to have more impact in the state of Gujarat. Meanwhile, preparations also being made to mitigate the effects of cyclone. The Western Railways also said that all security arrangements have been put in place. Safety measures are being put in place near the coastal areas of Gujarat. Indian Coast Guard ships are patrolling off the coast in view of the cyclonic storm.
पश्चिम रेलवे ने अपनी पूरी तैयारी कर ली है और सारी सुरक्षा के इंतजाम किए जा रहे हैं जिससे इस साइक्लोन का मुकाबला किया जा सके। इसके तहत हमने अपना डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट कंट्रोल रूम जो हमारे हेडक्वार्टर में उसको एक्टिवेट कर लिया है। साथ ही साथ हमारी इमरजेंसी कंट्रोल रूम हमारे जो डिवीज़न है और उनके हेडक्वार्टर्स है वहाँ पे हमने एक्टिवेट कर दिए हैं, जैसे कि भावनगर, राजकोट, अहमदाबाद, गांधीधाम इत्यादि इलाकों में।
इस साइक्लोन के चलते हुए जितने भी मेरीनर्स, पोर्ट अथॉरिटीज, फिशरमैन, स्टेट अथॉरिटीज सबको एडवाइस दिया है, वार्न किया है और उनको बोला है सेफर एरियाज में और हार्बर में वापस आ जाए। इस वक्त फिशिंग बैन लागू है वेस्ट कोस्ट ऑफ इंडिया में, लेकिन फिर भी जो कंट्री बोट्स हैं वो एक आधा बाहर हो सकती थी। तो हमारे जो जहाज थे, हवाई जहाज थे, उन लोगों ने अनाउंस करके इन लोगों को वापस लेके आ गए हैं। स्टेट अथॉरिटीज से हमको कंफर्मेशन मिली है कि इस वक्त बाहर कोई फिशिंग बोट नहीं है।
Right, we have our reporter Siddharth from Kutch, Shivani from Juhu Beach in Mumbai, and we have Ankit from Gateway of India. But before that, let's go across to Amita, who will help us track the course of the cyclone. Yes, Amita.
Right, so Swati, right now I have the satellite pictures there, and as in when the current situation is concerned, we're going to give a brief image of how exactly this cyclone, which is now turning into a severe cyclonic storm, how does it look like? Because the last very severe cyclonic storm was said to be Cyclone Tote. And now moving on the similar course as far as this area of the coastal regions here is concerned, and that is of Gujarat, and also that we are looking, it may also touch the ports of Pakistan, which is there in Karachi. So the way that the course that it seems to be taken, it is already showing the effects there when it comes to the states of Maharashtra, the Gujarat state, and also when it comes to Karnataka, as there have been several effects as far as heavy rainfall, high-speed winds that have been taking place. However, when it comes to the landfall that is expected to take place on the 15th of June, and there have been IMD experts that have been saying that probably when the landfall happens, it will be the winds that could gust up to 125 to 150 kilometers per hour. That is so far the course of the very severe cyclonic storm Biparjoy.
Right. Let's now go across to our reporter Siddharth is joining us from Kutch. Siddharth, landfall क्योंकि गुजरात में होने वाला है, वहां पर जबरदस्त तैयारियों की जरूरत है। प्रधानमंत्री रिव्यू मीट करके कह चुके हैं कि जो लोग ऐसे इलाकों में रह रहे हैं जहां बहुत ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट होगा, उन इलाकों को खाली कराया जाए, लोगों की सुरक्षा को प्राथमिकता दी जाए।
Yeah, absolutely. What you have pointed out is very correct. बिल्कुल सही बात आपने की. We are standing at Jakhau, one of the most prominent places where the cyclone is set about to be hit. This is the same place. You could just see how the tidal waves have started to move up, and the airflow has started to gust up now. This is one of the most significant and prominent places as far as the cyclonic circulation is concerned and strategic location point is concerned. Just a few hundred nautical miles from here, we directly enter into Pakistan, from where the evacuation process has also been started off at that in Pakistan. Also, an evacuation process has already been done in Jakhau area, the Jakhau port. Also, you could see this side. If I ask my video journalist to just give you the glimpse of the situation here, tidal waves have begun to come up now. The airflow has started to increase. You see the disbanded ships at that point in time. These are the ships which have been right now holded in by the government of Gujarat and then the coastal guard, which is the Bharatiya Tat Rakshak Dal. They have managed to get these ships back to the port. No one is allowed to get inside these waters, because these are really, the wind is blowing right now at more than 70-80 kilometers per hour. So you could see the gravity of the situation here at the ground level. It is going to increase 14th and 15th. What we are expecting, this is the same place where the Indian Meteorological Department has said that the cyclone will be hitting and the landfall will take place just ahead of this area between the Jakhau port and the Karachi region. So it's a very significant place. Gujarat government is leaving no stone unturned. They are making sure that every proactive measure is being taken. Yesterday also, Prime Minister Modi had a television in the night time, trying to make sure that everything is in place, and each and every the minister of the cabinet has given the responsibility. Mansukh Mandavia, the health minister, central health minister, was here, and he is expected to be at Jakhau also today. We are expecting to have him here until and unless there is no casualty. Zero casualty plan has been taken up by the Gujarat government, trying to make sure that each and every action is being implemented on the ground zero.
So the administration, the authorities, the officials, they're keeping a very, very close track on the situation as and when it's changing. And the Prime Minister also, remember, has asked them to ensure that there is no inconvenience caused to individuals who live in vulnerable areas. Let's go across to Shivani now. Shivani, wind speeds have increased in Gujarat. What's the situation in Mumbai? People seem to be enjoying what they feel is a pre-monsoon shower, but it actually is the impact of the cyclone.
Well, of course, here the speedy winds have already begun at the Juhu Chowpatty as well. And as you can see, Swati, through the visuals, of course, a few minutes back we were seeing that, of course, high tide was there. But now again, within a few minutes of time, the sea level has increased even more. And as you can see, how, the sea is hitting the seashore. But at the very same time, the number of security guards, the lifesavers have also been increased here. In fact, Mumbai police security has also been deployed at the beaches, and as you can see through the visuals out here, you'll understand that not only speedy winds are taking place, but at the very same time it's raining as well. And that is why yesterday it was a time, as you see these visuals, yesterday was a time at the very same place people were enjoying, of course, the pre-monsoon season. Because of the cyclone, the weather in Mumbai was no longer heat waved, understanding the fact that, of course, Mumbai has seen above 40 degrees. But now today, unfortunately, in Mumbai, because of this cyclone effect, 2 kids have lost their lives at the very same Juhu Chowpatty. And that is why people are not really allowed anymore to come at the seaside of Mumbai, Juhu Beach or any elsewhere. So apart from IMD alerting and issuing guidelines for staying people away from the beach side, from the beach corners, at the same time,
Shivani, what you're telling us is yes, what you're telling us is a very important news break. You're saying 2 kids lost their lives. How were they allowed to go to Juhu Beach? Were no advisories issued keeping in mind how extremely severe this cyclone has become now?
Well, we have to understand the fact, Swati, yesterday a guideline was given to people, but the place that we are seeing right now, which is vacant at the moment, because BMC has made it vacant today after witnessing that 5 kids drowned in this water yesterday. People were here in numbers of thousands, and their 5 kids drowned in the water, though they were taken out by the lifesaver guards out here, but again they went into the water, and out of which 1 was rescued immediately. 2 have lost their lives today.
That's an unfortunate incident. Thank you very much, Shivani. We have Ankit with us on the broadcast. Ankit, additional teams of the NDRF and SDRF have been deployed to ensure no untoward incident takes place.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Currently, I'm standing at the Gateway of India. I would like to show you the visuals. If you see in the visuals, because of the high tide, the water level definitely
at the Gateway of India, people are definitely enjoying this wave, but completely it's due to the cyclone as well. People are not allowed to walk on this road because the water waves are coming. Yesterday also we have witnessed at this place, but right now the water level is increased and it is keep on increasing. Now we can see the visuals, the water is coming out from that wall as well. But the Maharashtra administration is on alert mode. They are monitoring each and every situation. Over here, it is the Gateway of India, Marine Lines, Wasova, June. They are monitoring each and every places. The beaches we are completely closed. People are not allowed to walk near to this wall because anything can happen. But we are also witnessing the moderate rains from morning 5 o'clock. Till now, the rain is coming, but the high street views are also coming. But right now, there's a small relief for a Mumbaikar because it's only a moderate rain and only high winds.
Right, well, that's a relief, but looking at the sea, it's quite rough early in the morning and impact clearly of the cyclone there. And of course, people also will have to take caution. The authorities have issued guidelines, but people will have to be careful. Let's go back to Siddharth, is reporting from Kutch. Siddharth, we're also given to understand that some control rooms have also been set up there.
Yeah, absolutely. The control rooms have been set up. Control rooms have been set up in each and every sensitive areas. You know, out of the 33 districts in Gujarat, from the Saurashtra and the coastal area, 12 districts are sensitive, and out of which 8 are ultra sensitive. And where I am standing, this is the most ultra sensitive area, that is the Kutch and the Jakhau. Each and every in each and every district, there has been a licensing officer which has been appointed by the Gujarat government, who's making sure that the coordination between the local authorities and the Gandhinagar is taken place swiftly. So that is what they have done. Other than that, at the headquarters, at the collector's office, there have been made rehab centers, there have been made the control rooms, and the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Bhupendra Patel, is directly monitoring to all these 12 and 12 districts through Gandhinagar. There has been a main operational center monitoring setup which has been set in Gandhinagar. From there, he's monitoring, having talk after having conversation in every 3 to 4 hours with each and every collector or district magistrate. So that is the plan which has been put up. 8, as I mentioned earlier, also 8 of the cabinet ministers have been given the responsibility to make sure that nothing unwanted happens in their districts. And other than that, more than 16 NDRF team have been put, and 15 have been put to stand by, along with the state disaster team. So NDRF team, SDRF team, along with that, the coastal guards have also been
Okay, I think we've lost that audio with Siddharth. Let's go across to Shivani. I believe there's some movement happening on Juhu Beach. I believe there are NDRF officials on ground now, Shivani.
Well, not at the beach of Santa Cruz, but yes, of course, in the beach, very much connected to Andheri side. There are two NDRF teams; those are being deployed. But as we were discussing, Swati, about 2 kids losing their lives, we'll take a call and ask the person, those who went on saving them. These are the lifeguards, and we'll try and taking a question from them. Sir, आपने कल लोगों को बच्चों को बचाया था? अच्छा, तो यहाँ पर इन लोगों ने बचाया था। कल आप लोगों ने उनको बचाया था, बस इतना बता दीजिए कि वो बच्चे किस तरह से डूबे थे। अच्छा, ओके, तो साफ तौर पर इनका ये कहना है कि so the kids went inside, of course they were taken out, again they went in, which led to their death and this unfortunate news. But as you can see, the sea level has increased even more as we continue to see, and the number of these lifeguards by the BMC have been increased, have been deployed. There have been more such lifeguards, and there are 2 NDRF teams here. In fact, some time back there was also the rescue operation that was observed from the air. There was a chopper that we could see earlier some time back, but now that has gone. So understanding the fact that there are 2 kids, those rescue operation is still underway, and that is why more steps are being taken. People have clearly been avoided, and in fact Sahil will show you the visuals out here that there is a complete line, there is a complete border in which people are not allowed to move at all. In fact, Mumbai police team have also been increased because people sometimes do not cooperate with the lifeguards on duty, and henceforth Mumbai police team has also been deployed at the Juhu beach particularly. But yes, there are 4 teams as you were mentioning, Swati. Those have been deployed in Mumbai, 1 in Ghatkopar, 2 in Andheri, which is a close by adjoining beach to Santa Cruz, Juhu. And in fact, all the shops today will be remaining shut, will be remaining closed, looking at the fact that cyclone can hit and can put a negative impact even in Mumbai after Gujarat.
Right, absolutely. So, of course, the officers, the authorities, the administration are keeping a very, very close eye on the situation that is developing there in wake of the severe cyclone Biparjoy, as it is set to make its landfall in Kutch on the 15th of June. Let's go back to Siddharth. Siddharth, we lost your audio there for a while, and I believe it has started raining there.
Yeah, it is raining very heavily. You could see I have to hold the umbrella now. And the winds have started to blow up. The gust up now. The speed has suddenly increased. You could see the effect of the cyclone at this point in time. We are at the Jakhau port, as I mentioned earlier, also one of the most significant and strategic points from where all the operations have been carried out. Evacuation process of more than 37 villages have been done, and more than 68 villages they have targeted now. More than 6,782 people have been evacuated and taken down to the safe areas. The biggest problem at this point in time is going to the low-lying areas where people are residing, because due to the connectivity, due to the non-connectivity of a mobile network and electric poles, the connectivity has not been as clear as it was expected. So it's a hard work, not just for the people on the ground, but for the government officials also. They are working day in, day out, making sure that no stone is unturned and no lives are being lost. You could see now, I'll just ask my video journalist to just give you the glimpse of the situation, that how the tidal waves have started to move up. There you see the sudden increase in the speed of the wind. In the morning when we came, when we saw here, it had been around 50 kilometers per hour, but suddenly it has now increased, expectedly more than 75 kilometers per hour. So that is what the intensity is, and it is going to increase as the day comes up and in the time, because 14th and 15th are the 2 prominent dates.
Okay, all right. So that will come back to you. We have lost their audio, I believe, and we also have a report of SkyMet lined up on the latest movement and course of the cyclone. Let's take a look.
तो साइक्लोन बिपरजॉय जो है वो पहले ऐसा लग रहा था कि वो कराची की तरफ जाएगा, लेकिन अब मॉडलों ने फिर से चेंजेस दिखाए हैं। उसमें कारण है, मैं आपको दिखाना चाहता हूं कि 2 सिस्टम बने हुए हैं। एक तो ये जो यहां पर एक एंटी साइक्लोन यहां पर बना हुआ है। एंटी साइक्लोन का मतलब है कि घड़ी की दिशा में इस तरह से हवा घूम रही है, तो ये यहां पर ये मिड लेवल पर है, यानी कि जो मिड ट्रोपोस्फेरिक लेवल पर, तो ये इसको इधर ले जा रहा है। और एक अरेबिया में एक जो बना हुआ है एंटी साइक्लोन, तो वो भी इस तरह से यहाँ पर ये हवाएं लेके आ रहा है। तो ये 2 अपोजिट विंड आ रही है। तो ये जो भी यहाँ की जब विंड प्रवाह भी हो रही है या यहाँ की हो रही है, तो ये क्या है कि कभी ट्रैक इधर जा रहा है, कभी इधर जा रहा है। तो ये जो 2 एंटी साइक्लोन है, इनमें टसल चल रही है। तो इसी के कारण थोड़ा सा अब जाकर के ये थोड़ा सा एक तरह से कह सकते हैं रूट निश्चित हो पाया है कि किस तरह से ये शिफ्ट होने वाला है। तो ये ऐसा लग रहा है कि यहाँ से जाएगा, 14 तारीख से रिकवर करेगा और ये नलिया के थोड़ा सा दक्षिण में या नलिया के आसपास ही कहीं ना कहीं ये लैंडफॉल करेगा। और हो सकता है कि ये थोड़ा सा, और कुछ मॉडल दिखा रहे हैं कि नलिया को ऊपर भी चला जाए, तो साउथ सिंध में भी कर सकते, ये साउथ सिंध में भी कर सकता है। तो कुल मिलाकर के कहीं भी ये लैंडफॉल करे ये 15 तारीख के आसपास, तो पूरे ये सिंध में और जो गुजरात है, दक्षिणी राजस्थान, इन सारे इलाकों में बारिश की गतिविधियां काफी तेज होने वाली हैं और जो हवाएं हैं वो बहुत ज्यादा तेज चलेंगी।
All right, with that we're taking a very short break. We'll keep on getting you more reactions and reports on the cyclone on the other side as well.